Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm a bankruptcy attorney here in the Atlanta area. I want to talk to you today about how and why social media can be dangerous if you are filing bankruptcy. And you may have seen in the news that a rapper, 50 Cent, I think is what they call him, had filed bankruptcy, and shortly after doing so had posted on social media, Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, pictures of himself surrounded by a lot of cash. And needless to say, the bankruptcy judge was not amused and basically hauled Mr. Cent back into court, in bankruptcy court, to ask him to explain why he had all this cash in these photos when he's claiming he had no cash at all when he filed bankruptcy. And I think that Mr. Cent had decided that, or made the argument, his attorneys made the argument that he was this was fake money and he was simply doing it for publicity purposes. But the bigger picture here is, even if you're not a famous rapper or you're not somebody high profile who's filed bankruptcy, you don't want to go on social media after filing. And there's a couple reasons for that. First of all, you don't know who's looking at it. It could be the bankruptcy judge, it could be a trustee, it could be a creditor. And if they see you doing something that is inconsistent with what you've got in your bankruptcy schedules, then you got a problem. So, for example, let's say that you post on social media a picture of you on a boat or wearing a fancy watch or with cash or something like that, then you may find yourself trying to explain to a bankruptcy judge why you were in that picture that was taken or posted after you filed bankruptcy. And certainly you don't want to commit fraud. I'm not suggesting that you should or would want to, but pictures can be deceiving. Maybe you were at somebody's house on their boat. You just don't want to do that. So what I tell my clients is, if you're filing bankruptcy, put all your social media profiles on private, refrain from doing any kind of posting at all. There's nothing good that happens out of that. And just wait till your case is over before filing, before posting again, because again, nothing good is going to happen there. So obviously you're not going to probably be somebody who people are looking at, the entertainment publications are looking at, like 50 Cent, but you never know who's going to be looking at it. And again, you can assume that there may be somebody out there who's not real happy that you filed bankruptcy. It could even be a nosy neighbor. I've seen situations where someone not involved at all, it wasn't a creditor, but it was a nosy neighbor, decided they don't like the concept of bankruptcy and they were going to try to report fraud when they saw something that they thought was fraudulent. It may or may not have been, but that type of thing that does happen. People get letters, the trustees get letters, I call them poison pen letters, from nosy neighbors or ex-spouses or friends, things like that. I remember I had one case where an ex-spouse looked at all the schedules and was challenging some of the things that were listed. The ex-spouse claimed that my client had valuable jewelry that was in a safe deposit box that was not disclosed. My client claims it was sold, but again, it created a question that we had to respond to. My client had to pay me to file necessary pleadings to respond to it and attend a hearing. And again, all that was unnecessary because there's just no reason to post things like that on social media. So hope this has been helpful. If you did find it useful, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube or a like on Facebook. And if you have any questions about personal bankruptcy in the Atlanta area, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. Again, Jonathan Ginsberg here. Thanks a lot.